Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's a little CMN, little newscast here. So I was watching the video. Some lady was recording, and she had her doorbell ring thing, recording. So a man was going around, and the cops, were thinking like he was soliciting or trying to sell like that. And the guy was only going around collecting petition signatures. And the cop wrongfully arrested him and made a big stink over it like that as well. So here's a little piece of an update about this. Let's get to this.
On administrative leave after video showed him arresting a black man who was going door to door collecting signatures. News 8's Kyle Mitchell is live in Battle Creek with the latest on the investigation now. Kyle?
Sue, the man has been released from jail and says he couldn't believe the deputy placed him under arrest.
You're either going to follow instructions or you're going to go to jail. Come over.
Has he broken the law?
Ron Marshall says he was collecting signatures to form a tenant association in his neighborhood on January 2nd in Springfield and ended up in the back of a police car.
What's he under arrest for?
His neighbor was rolling with her cell phone and doorbell cameras.
You fail to identify yourself, you're going to go to jail.
But he's not committed.
But the thing is, some cops are thinking like you have to ID yourself. Well, most days you don't have to as well. If you're just walking down the street or like that, the guy was doing nothing like that. Unless you have to an officer, unless they have recent suspicion, or like they say you're about to commit a crime, have committed a crime, or committing a crime, then you have to ID yourself. This guy wasn't breaking no law at all. He didn't have to ID himself. The cop just basically violated this guy's amendment right. They violated his First Amendment right, then they violated his Fourth Amendment right by searching him unlawfully, then they violated his Fifth Amendment right. Basically told me, you're under arrest. Basically, it's saying, if you don't ID, you're going to jail. That's crazy. Then they say he arrested him for soliciting.
A crime and he's not doing anything wrong.
The deputy accuses Marshall of soliciting. In one of the videos,
that
you
cop.
can clearly see a clipboard at his side.
Yeah,
he was disturbed that two of his children saw the arrest.
Yeah, his kid's right there. Look at that. That's the kids.
Deputies.
I'm very disappointed. Very disappointed. Because they didn't have to see that.
He says he collected signatures before and never had any issues.
Trying to keep the peace here is what I do. I go around communities and around cities, making sure, the communities are safe and make sure everyone has what they need. And I am one individual that can bridge that gap between law enforcement and the community. And that's what I was trying to, do.
Ron's attorneys say he's facing a felony for obstructing an officer and is demanding all charges be dismissed. The Calhoun County Sheriff's Office.
See, there you go. That's what I say. Yeah. But yeah, and they said right there, that guy is facing felony charges for what? Like I said, that cop is a butthurt rogue cop. And there's a few of them around there. I mean, that's what they do. I mean, there are dirty cops out there. They'll arrest you, bring up charges, bogus, bull crap charges on you, just so that way they can make a name and get a better paycheck and a bigger pension. Yeah, they're just hungry bootlicker snowflake cops, and that deputy was a bootlicker snowflake cop.
Released a video statement online and says the deputy who made the arrest is on administrative leave.
Good. He should be on administrative leave. That cop, that deputy, he should be on desk job. He shouldn't be walking patrolling the street like that. No way. Arresting a man and filing felony charges. There was not one thing that guy did was a felony. He had a clipboard for signatures. I mean, people do that. Politicians go around door to door getting signatures for a new measure or on the ballot like that. And that's what the guy was doing.
Pending an investigation.
Although that caller's initial thought that activity was illegal, when the deputy made contact with the individual in this case, it appears he may have been acting on ordinances that were valid in other communities and not this particular community.
The woman who filmed the arrest and posted it online says if police did not show up, there would have never been an issue at all.
I think that he would have got my signature and went right next door and got their signature and went right next door and got their signature.
Yeah.
And had
like I said, that's what some of these people do. They get signatures for a new measure on a ballot, so that way people vote on it like that. Try to make awareness for the community of like a new measure or maybe a new law that's going to go on the ballot. And I'm sure the public guy was talking about, the measure, getting extension, what it's all about, and stuff like that. And like she said, she would have probably signed the, petition, put it on the measure like that.
Had a good night with his family.
Marshall is scheduled to go before a judge later this month, live in Battle Creek.
Calhoun County Sheriff.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, you know what? I hope that the judge would dismiss all the charges as well, because that guy did absolutely nothing wrong. He broke no laws, none at all. That was a tyrant, bootlegger, road cop. And that lady in the video, which I watched earlier, she demanded that deputies she demanded his badge number and name at least 5 different times. And she read on one of the other ones, but that tyrant cop, he was hiding his identity. Most times when you see a cop, they have their name on their, on a tag like that. He was hiding his, so she never got his name, and the guy and that deputy never gave her his badge number. That's the most thing. When you go out to a cop, can I say, by the way, can I have your name, your badge number? Most cops will comply and give you that. That deputy never did. She asked 5 different times for his name and badge number. Never did. He was just a bootlegger, tyrant, rogue cop. Anyways, I'm out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Mike Job, peace out.